Now, why would a piece have two different keys in it? Well, if you look at the top of page 90, it says parallel keys often appear within the single piece or movement, as in the Schubert piece, to reflect a change of mood. In the case of Schubert's song, the minor key passage reflects a change in the text from daytime to a foreboding dead of night. It was a great choice. He made the right choice. Parallel keys can also be used to distinguish between separate variations in a larger set or separate movements in a larger work, and we'll get into that later. Okay, relative keys. We've done parallel, now we're doing relative. Relative keys share the same key signature, but not the same tonic. They just share the same key signature and therefore the same set of diatonic pitches. So look at example 5.3. First read the key concept. Relative keys have different tonics, but share the same key signature and diatonic collection. Okay, we've got that established. Under example 5.3 by the Corelli piece, if you look at it, the key signature, there's no sharps and there's no flats. Our first choice is going to be C major. But is that true? Remember your other skills and how to decipher a piece? Look at the first chord here, or the starting pitch. We've got an A in violin 1. We've got an A in the continuo. We've got like an A minor chord here. Could we be in the key of A minor? Yes, we could. And how do we figure that out? How do we know what the relative keys are? Well, go to page 91 here, finding the relative minor key. Example 5.4. They give us G major. All right, G major. Here's G, the tonic. What's G's relative minor? Well, we're going to go up to La in the key of the G major. Go up to La, which is the sixth pitch of the scale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's E. Okay, do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, E. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6. That's the starting pitch of our relative minor key. So G major's relative minor is E. E is going to share the same key signature as G. What's the key signature for G? 1 sharp, F sharp. So the key of E minor in the natural minor form has 1 sharp, F sharp, and it's going to sound like this. E minor. So G major and E minor are relative keys. They share the same key signature. So to find the relative minor of any major key, identify scale degree 6 of the major scale, which is La. And then that pitch is the tonic of the relative minor. So let's pretend we're in the key of D major. What's D major's relative minor? Let's go up 6 steps to the 6th pitch of the scale, which is La. Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la. B. B minor is the relative minor of D major. D major, B minor. Let's try another one. How about E flat? E major. What's E major's relative minor? Go up 6 to the 6th pitch of the scale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. E flat, F, G, A flat, B flat, C. C minor. Okay, C minor and E flat major are relative keys. E major and C minor share the same key signature and the same set of diatonic pitches. So back to example 5.3, the Corelli. We look at the key signature and see no sharps and flats. So we say our options are C major or C major's relative minor, do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, A minor. And since it's obviously an A, when we start on A, we have an A minor chord. The end of this little section, also A. We're firmly established in the key of A. Some other key things to look at. Do you remember when we were looking at minor scales before? There are 3 types of minor scales. There's the natural minor. So in this case, we'll use A minor. A and C share the same key signature, no sharps or flats. So A minor has no sharps or flats in its natural form. That's A natural minor. If you remember the harmonic minor, has a raised seventh. Remember in the harmonic minor, the pitches are, the solfege syllables are do, re, mi, every minor scale has mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do. Now, let me do the natural minor with the solfege syllables. Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, te, do. Harmonic minor has ti. Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do. Okay, so if you are starting with a minor scale and trying to create the harmonic, you have the raised seventh. So in the case of A minor, a raised seventh would be G sharp. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, that's the seventh pitch. Raise it a half step to get G sharp. So if we had a harmonic minor scale, it would sound like this, with G sharp. But then there's one more, the melodic minor. The melodic minor, when ascending, has a raised sixth and seventh, la and ti, if you remember. So it would be do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do. And descending, it goes back to its natural form. Do, te, le, sol, fa, mi, re, do. So in the case of A minor, our raised pitches would be 6 and 7, which in this case are F becomes F sharp, G becomes G sharp. Do you see in example 5.3 any F sharps or G sharps? Yes, we do. Right, in measure 1, we have an F sharp and a G sharp, and in measure 7, we have a G sharp. That further tells us, that further solidifies that we are most likely in the key of A minor. When we play it, we find out we are in the key of A minor. So that's how you find